You want to find out who you are in this realm. You want to remember why you incarnated here. Keep going to tarot card readers. Keep going to Akashic Record readings. And yet you still feel kind of confused as to who you really are. Always work with who you're not. You start there. You work with who you're not. In the moment, as you're contemplating your past, as you also vibrate and start foreseeing your future, remind yourself the mask that you wear. Become conscious of it. Self-realize once again, there's something about it that is not you. And before you start judging yourself, whether it's with you to you or with others, catch yourself in the moment. See what you like and what you don't like about yourself. Whatever that moment is, whatever that situation may entail. Become aware of how it makes you feel. Expand it. Become aware of how you make others feel or others make you feel. With no judgment of self. The only way to collapse a mask of who you're not, which is the great shedding, one layer at a time, is to completely embody it one last time. And in a sense, honor that negative feedback loop that has been constantly in a coil. Why is it in a recoil? Why is it seemingly in a 2D, constantly repeating like a vinyl record? Because it was never in a 2D in the beginning or in the first place. You just needed to program the way that you observe. Because the filter and how you experience the masks that represent an old version of you that's dying and decaying, yet you do not know how to allow it to collapse. It's not to take it off. It's to expand. It's to smile. Hold zero emotions. Zero judgment. Complete observation with the eternal love that you are. And remember that that mask was there serving his or her purpose. And make it, complete it into you. Allow your intelligent ancient body to absorb it within. And with no attempts to speed up the process, observe as to how it's making you feel. Today, tonight, as you dream, tomorrow when you wake up. Quite often when you do that, then something takes over once again. Another mask, another skin, another layer. However, you're training something. As I said before, you're training your ability to no longer see that recoiled 2D of a vinyl. For it to no longer be suppressed, it requires an unveiling of allowing it to release. And the reason why it doesn't happen so fast, because it often means physical illness and even physical death. If the physical body, with all its conditioning, is or was not prepared, then it has nothing to do with the nurturing of transitioning. And this is how you start engendering the divine feminine from within. Male or female, mother yourself with great love as you continue to shed these masks. An ancient remembrance is going to come to your present. Why is it that every time I remove something, something else takes its place? Why is it that I feel no control in that? And it was never about controlling. It was about transitioning. It was about allowing the dismantling of many tethered realities that you possessed. And now that you're remembering, videos like this as an example, they're starting to show up in your feed because it's not a coincidence or an accident. It's because your vibration is actually expanding. The light within, your journey within. You weren't meant to stay in the dark your entire life. That's a fallacy. Healing is a journey. was a process. It was never your death sentence. Even prisoners come out of jail eventually, don't they? This is the time to embody what heaven is or was supposed to feel. As above, so below. This is how you anchor. By releasing. The uncoiling. It's not an attempt to Kundalini rise. She rises when she's ready. You align yourself is how she trusts. She trusts herself. She doesn't trust that you're going to make it out alive. Develop your soil within. That means the foundation underneath your footing. There's a reason why I is the only letter that separates soil from sol. Because the soil of this earth that produces food and nutrition and nourishment to us is the 3D carbon printout. You would say residue, but I would say the amino acids of your soul. Sol, soil, sun, sol. The soul, the soul, the soul. We cannot exist without each other here. Change perspectives in this way is to remember how to re-encode the space that in between every time a mask removes with complete and utter clarity, with intent, the purest regard. And you may ask how. I need to learn. That's how. You are the how. It's always been within you. You are the carrier of the how. You trust the process like a farmer would when the farmer's tilling the soil, understanding the seasons, respecting the environment, respecting the hungry people around, sharing, keeping the air clean, keeping the body hydrated. You align yourself with your authentic inner self. The how becomes revealed. The sun just shines. The soil continues to reproduce and recycle. And the sol, just the same, she's continuing to remind you. It was never the other way around. She is the how. And you walk as the entire universe, the entire sun, the entire earth. And remember, it was never a throne. That was never royalty. That was make-believe to keep you outside worshiping outside of you. It was a seal. It was a symbol of remembrance that was encoded only with you, through you, by you, once you align to your seat of remembrance.